There is a specific moment in every hard set when your body sends you a message, not a suggestion, a message. Clear, chemical, urgent. It says, "This is enough." It says, "You have done sufficient work." It says, "The next rep is optional, and the one after that is unreasonable, and the one after that is the kind of thing that only an irrational person would attempt." Your body is not lying to you. That is the important part. It is telling you the truth about what it costs to keep going. The pain is real. The fatigue is real. The biological argument for stopping is completely sound. But the body does not know what you are building. The body is optimizing for survival. It has been doing that for 100,000 years, and it is very good at it. It does not care about the man you are trying to become. It does not care about the gap between who you are and who you are capable of being. It cares about right now, and right now it wants you to put the weight down and breathe and let the discomfort pass. And in that moment, that exact moment, not before it, not after it, you make a decision, not a dramatic one. There is no music, there is no crowd. There is no version of you standing outside yourself watching the pivotal scene. There is just a man, alone, with a body that wants to stop and a choice about whether to listen. Most men listen, not because they are weak, not because they lack potential or intelligence or the raw material of something better, but because no one ever told them that the signal to stop is not the same as permission to stop. Because every system they have moved through, school, work, the social world, has been optimizing them to respond to discomfort by removing it. To treat pain as a problem to be solved rather than a threshold to be crossed. So when the body sends the message, they answer it. They rack the weight. They end the set. They tell themselves it was a good session, and maybe it was, but it was not the session they had in them. And the man they could have bet to become stays exactly where he was. You know this moment. You have been there hundreds of times. The question is not whether the moment will come. It will come every single session. The question is what you do when it arrives. Because every time that moment comes, you are not just deciding whether to finish the set. You are deciding again what kind of man you are. You are casting a vote in an election that never ends. And the results of that election determine everything. Not someday, every day. Let us be precise about what happens when you stop. Not the obvious thing, not the missed rep or the lighter total or the session that could have been harder. Those are real, but they are not the cost. The cost is something that compounds over time in a way that does not show up immediately and is therefore easy to ignore until it is not. Here is what actually happens. Every time you stop, when you could have continued, you teach yourself something. The lesson is not dramatic. It does not announce itself. It is just a small update to the model your nervous system uses to predict what you will do under pressure. You stopped last time. You will probably stop this time. The threshold moves. Do it enough times, and you have built a man who stops. Not a quitter in the cinematic sense. Not someone who gives up on his whole life in one moment of visible failure. Just a man for whom stopping when things get hard is the default. The pattern. The thing that happens without deliberation, because it has happened enough times to become automatic. You cannot see that man in the mirror. He does not announce himself. He just shows up in the small decisions. The set you cut short, the run you ended a mile early, the plan you modified downward because the original felt too ambitious on a Tuesday when you were tired. And the tragedy is not that he is failing. The tragedy is that he does not know what he is missing. He has never been to the other side of the moment he keeps stopping at. He does not know what is there because he has never stayed long enough to find out. He lives his entire life at the edge of his own potential and never crosses it. Not because the crossing was impossible, but because he developed the habit of turning back at precisely the moment when turning back was no longer necessary. Goggins calls it the 40% rule. When your mind says stop, you are 40% done. 60% of what you have is still available, untouched, waiting. And every time you stop at 40, you leave 60% of yourself in a room you never entered. 60%. Think about what that means, not just in the gym, in every area of your life where pressure is the variable, in every conversation where the truth is uncomfortable, in every decision where the easy path and the right path are not the same, in every moment where the outcome matters and the cost of continuing is real. 60% of what you are capable of, left on the table because you never trained yourself to go past the point where your body asks you to stop. That is the actual cost, not the rep, not the session, not even the year of training that could have been harder. The cost is the man who never found out what he was made of because he kept answering the wrong question. The question the body asks is, can you stop? The question that matters is, should you? They are not the same question. Here is what no one tells you about the man who keeps going. He is not superhuman. He does not feel less pain than you. He does not have a biological advantage or a special tolerance for discomfort that you lack. In most cases, he hurts exactly as much as you do at the moment he decides to continue, sometimes more. What he has is a different relationship with the signal. He has been to the other side of it enough times to know what lives there. And what lives there is not some transcendent reward, not a sudden euphoria or a wave of satisfaction that makes the suffering worthwhile in some immediate and obvious way. What lives there is simpler than that. It is just the knowledge, earned and specific, that he can. That is it. That is the whole thing. He can. And that knowledge, accumulated rep by rep, session by session, morning by morning in rooms where no one was watching and nothing was guaranteed, becomes the foundation of everything else. It becomes the reason he does not hesitate in other moments. It becomes the reason he does not catastrophize when things are hard in other areas of his life. It becomes the reason he carries himself the way he does, not because he is performing confidence, but because he has actual evidence. He has tested himself under conditions that do not lie, and the test results are in, and he knows what they say. You are trying to build that, not the performance, the foundation. And the only way to build it is to go to the moment where you want to stop and keep moving. Not once, not in some pivotal training session you will tell a story about later. Every session, especially the ordinary ones, especially the Tuesday sessions and the Thursday sessions, when nothing is special about the day, and you are tired and the gym is not inspiring, and there is no music that captures how you feel, because how you feel is just baseline tired. Those sessions are the foundation, not the extraordinary ones. The ordinary ones you did extraordinarily. Most people go to their grave never knowing what they were capable of. They die at the edge of themselves, comfortable, safe, having never gone past the point where the body said, "Stop," never having found out what the next 10 minutes would have built in them, never having discovered the version of themselves that existed just on the other side of the moment they kept turning back at. You are not most people. You would not be here if you were. But being here is not enough. Reading this is not enough. Agreeing with this is not enough. The only thing that counts is what you do the next time the moment comes. The next time the body sends the message and your mind begins to construct the case for stopping. In that moment, you will remember this, or you will not. You will use it, or you will not. The argument you have been building will hold, or it will not. And the decision you make will be the truest answer you have ever given to the question of who you are. Go past it. Not because you are certain you can, not because you feel strong or ready or like today is the day. Go past it because the man you are trying to become does not wait for permission. He just moves.